I don't see you singing. We've been made last, same thing. But it won't last forever.
This is Bruce Bryan. He was once incarcerated here at Greenhaven Prison in New York. He was 23 years old when he was convicted of murder, a crime he's always insisted he did not commit. He spent 29 years behind bars before he was granted clemency by the governor of New York.
When you're here, you're in survival mode.
Today, he's come back as a representative of a nonprofit group called Justice Defenders. He's seen firsthand how they've changed people's lives inside prisons in Kenya and Uganda, and hopes one day they can do the same in the U.S. I first met Bruce Bryan last May inside Thika Prison in Kenya.
What's it like being here?
For me, it's deeply emotional, right? It's triggering, one, because of my personal experience.
Raise your hand if you have a lawyer representing you.
He's here with the founder and CEO of Justice Defenders, Alexander McLean, a lawyer and former magistrate from the UK. Justice Defenders' mission is to provide a legal education to incarcerated men and women so they can help defend themselves and others in court.
As Justice Defenders, we stand with you in love and solidarity because the law is for you.
They operate in 22 prisons in Kenya and Uganda, giving incarcerated men and women and guards an opportunity to train as paralegals and even earn a law degree through the University of London.
At night, you start reading those statements because...
Morris Kaberia is a graduate of that program. He was a police officer who was sentenced to death for allegedly stealing a cell phone. He says he was innocent, and while on death row, found Justice Defenders.
You saw the first day in class, you saw something that would help your case.
Exactly.
If you had argued in court.
If I had known before, I would have gone home. Actually, I wouldn't have been convicted.
With training and assistance from Justice Defenders, he was able to argue his own case in court. After 13 years in prison, Morris Kaberia was exonerated by a judge.
I was given a copy of the judgment. I didn't look at anything else. I went straight to the last sentence to confirm that I was released. And that day, Addison, I really cried. I really cried. It was so emotional. I had been in prison for 13 years. Had never seen my children for those 13 years.
You had not seen your children?
Never.
13 years.
For 13 years. I'd never seen them.
Justice Defenders say they've reviewed the cases of more than 170,000 incarcerated people in prisons in Kenya and Uganda, and more than 69,000 of them have been released from prison as a result of their assistance. Bruce Bryan is impressed with those results. In the U.S., there are few programs that give incarcerated people an opportunity to earn a law degree.
Could something like this Justice Defenders program, could it work in an American prison?
Well, let me speak about New York State. Very difficult. It would be very difficult for this to work in New York State. It would be nice. And if anybody can pull it off, it would be this commissioner we have now in New York State, who seems to be receptive to higher education. But in America, correction officers exemplify a certain level of power and brutality. They don't see the other person as human.
The idea, I mean, here you have guards who are getting legal training from Justice Defenders and giving that legal training to help inform prisoners.
Never seen it, never witnessed it, but here.
One of the things I learned, we hear a lot about public safety, but public safety is not about the absence of crime. It's more about the presence of opportunity. This is my very first time walking back into Greenhaven ever. Like I had no idea about coming back inside the prison like this.
6 months later, Bruce Bryan is joined by Alexander McLean, as well as Morris Kaberia and another formerly incarcerated man who graduated from the Justice Defenders Law School program, attorney Hamisi Mzari.
I'll cry every night here.
How was it?
Oh my God.
The first formative 9 years.
The first formative 9 years of my life.
Must have been headache.
No.
Which block were you?
F block. Oh, man.
F block.
Man, I was 20-something years old, man. I was in here with guys
Did you
getting
have an
stabbed and
active
killed.
appeal by then?
Huh?
Did you have an active appeal? Or for
My
your
lawyer
matter
didn't
was
file
not-
my, he didn't file my
you did
appeal
the
yet.
trial
You know,
from here?
30 days. No, we did my
So you
trial
came
from
here as a
Rikers.
convict?
Okay.
I came here as a convict.
As a convict.
This is prison.
Yeah.
25, 24 years old, scared to death. You walk into the yard, the guys are lifting big weights. Everybody's.
I've seen them.
Yeah, you walk in the yard and you're like,
Was there violence? while
and my
you were
sentence,
like,
I got cut here,
this
2 times.
guy got it here.
Here, Green Haven.
Bruce's experiences at Green Haven left him scarred, but also transformed.
Last time I saw you, I was talking to you through the bars, man. You gave me that calendar, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You all right?
It's good to see you, you know.
Good to see you too. I love you, man.
It's good to see you, man.
You still in charge?
It's good to see you. Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
It's good.
He keep telling everybody how bust his mouth boxing, but prior to that, we were real good acquaintances. Then we became like brothers. You know, we were in here, incarcerated as young kids. We seen each other periodically, and then we just bonded. We just clicked. You
And
know?
always in the gym together.
Yeah, working out,
Working
in the
out,
gym,
training, doing something, and you just develop that camaraderie.
Bruce Bryan wants his old friends like Michael Cobb to hear directly from Alexander McLean about the possibilities of a legal education. So with the help of Sean Pica, who runs a nonprofit called Hudson Link for Higher Education in Prison, and the New York State Prison Commissioner, Daniel Martuscello, they gathered together this group.
So Alexander wants to pose a question is, how do you think that will work? Do you have an interest in pursuing a law degree through the University of London? Because we have attorneys here, and that's why they're here to ask. That we're here to ask that question and to present it, right? And how do you feel learning side by side? My man sitting back there behind the gate. Officer, we talking about you. Learning side by side with an officer, right?
I wonder if we can invite our correction officer to join us, because when we get together as justice defenders, everyone is always welcome around our table, and it feels odd. Okay. It feels weird to us not to have the correction officers here, because we know if a community is going to progress, everyone in that community has to have a chance to be part of it. Everyone in that community has to have a chance to move forward. We know that New Yorkers move quickly. Thank you for your grace as we take things slow.
The most important thing for me is that we're allowed in for this conversation.
Yes.
Baby steps. Yeah, we might be in New York, might be moving fast, but the fact is, getting officers to study with us is something that we would like to work towards, but we have to talk about that. It starts with this conversation right here. Do you guys want a degree in that fashion? Do you guys want to sit in the classroom that way? It starts here with this conversation, because if you don't say yes, it doesn't proceed.
Most of the men here are already earning a college degree through Hudson Link. Bruce Bryan was also part of this program when he was behind bars.
Hudson Link changed my life. Yes. Right? That man right there, I tell him every time I see him. Providing me with the opportunity to pursue higher education, it transformed my life. London know me 100 years. Shadu know me 100, these guys know me 100 years. Shadu was here when I got cut. I got cut here in Green Haven Yard. Am I lying? No. Shadu bust my lip while we were sparring. We both on the boxing team. See that? He did this shit. Call the CO, man. He did this shit, right? So let's, seeing my homies, seeing London, seeing guys that I broke bread with for decades. I came in here 23, I left out of here 53. I got friends in here. I got brothers in here. This shit is personal to me. This shit ain't light. That's my brother. It breaks my heart seeing y'all in here. God damn, you still in here? What should I do? Like, how much time you got in now? You got damn near 35 years. Some of these guys were 19, 18 years old when they came in. This is real shit, man. Nobody's saying that we perfect, and some of us ain't commit some bad acts. But goddamn, the nature of the crime doesn't change, but people do. Right. Yeah. People do, man. And we deserve an opportunity to thrive, and that's what we want to provide y'all with, an opportunity to pursue law along with the officers.
Some of the men around this table admit their crimes, while others say they're innocent. But all say they'd welcome the opportunity to learn more about the law.
Involving officers while we learn the law and involving everybody who's affected, I know will have a tremendous impact.
I admit my mistakes and I take accountability. I was a former gang member, a leader of a gang. But I grew and understood that I can't have that mentality no more, because in order to be better, you gotta grow and you gotta leave these things alone.
The opportunity to sit side by side with correctional officers and learn the law would be a game changer. The one thing I do know is that when people know you know the law and they know the law, they handle you different.
But the reality is that a program like this costs money and needs funding. In Kenya, it costs under $1,000 to train someone as a paralegal. Justice Defenders says it'll cost more in the U.S.
That's the only light.
That's on light. So it was dark.
Morris Kaberia studied for his law degree in an overcrowded cell with one dim light bulb. He believes if Justice Defenders can work in Kenya, they can find a way to make it work in the U.S.
Unfortunately, America is the biggest country in the world, the most powerful one, but the most unjust, if I may say so.
Yes.
Because the criminal justice system here is too unfair. Too unfair, more than even in Africa, where we expect to be a lot worse.
It's the first time in America for both Morris Kaberia and Hamisi Mzari.
I hate the weather here. Winter, no. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Kaberia is surprised at the conditions of the prison here. Both he and Hamisi Mzari slept on the floor during their time in prison, and Kaberia had to share his cell with 30 other men.
It's just for one man.
One man?
Yeah, one man.
Hamisi, the difference. Absolutely, around 200% different.
Seriously? I'm not believing it. I don't believe that our prisoner is living like this.
The problem with prison isn't that they break our hearts. Our hearts are made to be broken.
Alexander McLean often says of his work in African prisons that he's seen the impossible become possible. He hopes he can see the same in U.S. prisons one day soon.
I wasn't certain what to expect coming in here. Seeing the huge walls, I felt nerves, and the potential here is tremendous. And I think as Justice Defenders, we plant seeds when it comes to the legal training we offer, and we can't tell what it will look like when they bloom and they flourish. And my sense is this is really fertile ground with men who are transforming their lives.
But it won't last forever, 'cause joy comes in the morning.
Let me say a little blessing over us, which inspires us as a community.